Hello Cancer, and welcome to your November reading. So, meditated and pulled out the first layer of cards. Well, popped out the first layer of cards. And what Spirit wants to talk to you about this month. I have here the Six of Pentacles. So that is the notion of giving and receiving. And giving and receiving, when you give not out of I give because I need. I give because I am overflowing. And I receive from somebody that is overflowing. And I accept to receive. The balance of giving and receiving. After that, I have the Two of Swords. So that means that there's a decision here that needs to happen. An inner decision about two realities, two truths that you might believe. I have the Page of Wands and I have the Six of Swords. So it's a decision here about being able to move to calmer waters, and that has to do with the movement of our will, a decision of where will I put my will, and allowing ourselves to move to calmer waters, maybe from a conflict. We have two sixes, and sixes are like this balance that is related here to the heart, Tiferet, in the tree of life, the heart chakra. And after that, I have the Princess of Cups. So we have two pages, Page of Wands, Page of Cups. And in the middle here, an inner decision that would enable you to move to calmer waters, mental calmer waters. That's when our mental influences our emotions. The way we think influences how we feel. So by changing that, keeping one truth, we're able to calm our emotions. Under the Six of Pentacles, how this is going to show in your month. I have two major arcanas. I have the High Priestess and Strength. Now this is very powerful, because the High Priestess being spirituality, being the truth that isn't written. It is that threshold directly to the divine. We pass through the High Priestess that rules the moon. She is over the moon. Strength, taming our fears and our unconscious ego and our ego from our higher self, connected with the universe. Under our Two of Swords, Two of Wands. So here it's not only a paradox in the mind, but it is also in the way you will move and act and do something, because you're at a threshold where you can do things, because this is Lord of the domain, in a sense that there's a way that he has been doing things, and it's the whole mastering that way. And he's got another wheel, another fire, another wand with a globe on it. And so this is like, am I going out there, outside of my comfort zone, out of my habitual ways? For that, I have to make an inner decision. Then I have the Alchemist. So all of that influences your power of manifestation. Under our High Priestess and Strength and the Six of Pentacles, I have the King of Swords. So here I am happy to see that by going within and taming your ego from the Two of Swords here, there you would get your clarity. And that will provoke maybe a Tower. Now, Tower doesn't have to be very dramatic, but it's like if that understanding that you will get in the deepest part of yourself about giving and receiving, about what you truly believe about that, will crumble down things that were built in the wrong way. Because here I have in the bottom of the deck the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. This is sacrifice. See the difference between those two. You can imagine that these characters, they have nothing. And they don't even go in the temple to receive. So in our reality, that would be people that sacrifice a lot and don't take anything for themselves. And so they are from an empty space. So that's when you go and bend over backward to try and be loved, or to try to have some regards towards you. And often, more often than enough, you end up being left out in the cold in that manner. When you're here, you are fulfilled from yourself, by yourself. This man does not give more than what he has or more than what he needs. He only gives the overflow. And he will not receive from somebody that makes a sacrifice either. I give you this, but it's a sacrifice because I hope you're going to give the same to me in return, because I give from an empty space. He only receives from somebody that is so fulfilled, that will give their overflow. So it's like if that understanding, that clarity will crash down something inside of you, in the sense of how you tried to build things before, and understanding why it never rose up like it was supposed to, because it wasn't. You can't build that way. You cannot attain the divine that way. And that's why after we have the Four of Swords. So with that Sword of Truth here, now you understand all the disappointments that you had in your life. So let's clarify this. For Cancer, I call upon the Holy Spirit and the Divine. I call upon my guides. Help me clarify this reading for Cancer, for the month of November, for their better path and enlightenment. Okay, show me the Six of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Yes, see? Because of strength and the Nine of Pentacles. What is the Nine of Pentacles? Somebody that knows exactly her value and that is standing strong and independently. Now she can give without sacrificing herself. And that your higher self knows. Your higher self is strong in one's value. Taming maybe the false beliefs. I am not wanted, I am rejected, I am not enough. My value comes from how others see me, not how high I am and I vibrate. So this is a big understanding that you get. This is at the beginning here, so maybe this is something that you've already had, but it is coming to you in some way. Two of Swords. So maybe you've been juggling with that notion here. Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords for Cancer? Will you defend that? This is almost like, you know, if you were somebody that used to give everything to other people. And here you're saying, no, now I know better. I'm not working like that anymore. This is not how I will move forward my willpower. I've got a new way of walking. I've got a new way of doing things. I'm choosing that new way that is not what I'm used to. And so maybe by doing that, there might be people that disappear around you that actually enjoyed the fact that you sacrificed yourself all the time and that they could leave you out in the cold. Six of Swords. It's a decision that we make inside where we can only rely on our spirituality, High Priestess, to actually identify with our higher self and what we should do and what is the reality. You want to talk about the Six of Swords? Well, yeah, see, I have the Hermit. The Hermit went to see the High Priestess, and he found his light within himself, his truth. And this is what is guiding him on his path, on his wise path. That's why he is gray. And when characters are on sideways and gray, it is wisdom. So that wisdom, following that light, that truth, that understanding that you have, will make you take a decision maybe about the people around you. Some of you maybe will notice, you know what? I'm always there for them, but when I need, they're not there. They are not giving me, and they leave me outside in the cold. But that person there had no problem giving me and was happy to give me. Not that I'm giving you this and, you owe me. A big difference there. It's kind of, you're gonna get that understanding by looking at the people around you, and you might have to make choices in who you associate with from that new understanding. Page of Cups. See? Page of Cups. Six of Swords again. So this is like, okay, and we have our High Priestess. Page of Cup received a cup, an Ace of Cup, and took it. And now is willing to communicate that cup. So it's like if a new level of self-esteem, let's say, of you opening up to receive Page of Cup and to give something that has potential, changing your whole way of what it is to give and receive emotions. And, real tangible things also, attention, energy, all of that. Now you're going to calmer waters. All that anxiety maybe that you had about the people around you and your situation, by making that inner decision, you're going to go to calmer waters. High Priestess. High Priestess. for Cancer. Tower. There's our Tower. You're going to see inside, and you are going to see everything that is false, what has no foundation, or was founded on something that wasn't balanced, on you maybe giving much more than you received. And this is going to create, of course, a tower. But the tower is... you have to accept to let things crumble that cannot be, where you just exhaust yourself in this situation. Once you've learned and understood the lesson of it, understood the truth behind it, it can no longer sustain itself because it was built on an illusion or on a disbalanced ground. Show me the strength, okay? Ah, Justice. See? Rebalancing things. Justice. She has the sword of truth. Here, your King of Sword. The sword of understanding. One sword, not two realities. She understands and sees clearly. And she rebalances things. She has the scale, like in the Six of Pentacles. He has the scales also. Because things are balanced. It is not sacrifice or being cheated or all of that. It is balanced. Two of Wands. So it is going to ask for some of you to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe you were used to giving much more than you receive. It is an inner decision, but it is also a decision of how you're going to move forward with your wand, with your actions, with your will. Two of Wands. You want to talk about the Two of Wands? All right, Queen of Sword. That's good. King of Sword, Queen of Sword. Here's that sword again. She has two swords. Go inside, see what is completely unbalanced and has to crumble. And there you have the power to see it clearly and to only allow now what is truth from what your new reality and your new understanding is about equal give and take. She will protect her heart from vampires or people that just take and abuse. Show me the Magician, the Alchemist here. So, see, this process gives you back your power to manifest. And so, how do you manifest? If before you manifested from a Five of Pentacles, around you you had people that made you feel like that. For sure, that's how you manifested. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. That's willpower that is conflicted. Seven of Pentacles. That is energy that is put out there but does not give yet anything. Because the will was conflicted, going one way to another. And here I have the King of Cups. So all of this we are talking about emotional conflict that did not bring anything, that was stagnant. because it wasn't aligned, and it wasn't, maybe you even had conflict around you and all of that. But it comes from an inner conflict. That's why the inner decision here, he has one wand. The other ones can try, but he's on a higher ground because he got an understanding. Here, when it is conflict like this, you're on the same ground. So that's why things are not moving. Things are not moving until you master your emotions there. So, in order to manifest, there's an emotional, everything, and that's you, Cancer, also King of Cups. So all of this could have affected you also emotionally, not just mentally, but that's why you're going to calmer waters with that Princess of Cups. Here, there's a need to master that in order to heal it, transmute it, transmute your experience into wisdom, the wisdom of the King of Cups, so that you can manifest from a strong place with one sword, with a healthy cup, a healthy self-emotional value of how you give your energies to others and what you allow to receive for yourself also. King of Swords. King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here? Ten of Pentacles. And the Fool. So, that means the end of the Pentacle cycle. A cycle maybe where you felt like that. Through a clear decision that you went and saw inside of you, and the tower crumbled, propulsing you, the Fool here, into a new cycle because of that tower. Crumbling the way that you gave and that you receive, and the value that you gave to yourself. Now it's also like you can see clearly also about your family, the people around you. You probably may be repeating what your mother did and what your grandmother did, or whatever, you know? You have to look at it on that sense also. Where did you buy that at one point, that the Five of Pentacles was your reality, and that you were creating from that? That's why you never got any results, really, never got any fruits from every efforts that you gave to other people, but you were giving from a place of lack. Now you see, oh, that cannot be sustained. I need to give to myself first, and then when I am full, I will give the overflow. Yeah, see, that tower is that clarity, Ace of Swords. Now you see it. Now you understand it. Oh my God. Now you're the Queen of Swords. Now I understand all the pains that I had in the past. I will transform that into wisdom. I'm holding that sword of understanding of truth. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. It's the tower that brings you that clarity. Or that clarity brings down the tower. So here, Four of Swords. You're healing. You're healing, and you're dropping here, Ace of Wands. You're dropping the way that you used to carry everything on your shoulders. Because when we have the Five of Pentacles, I can assure you that nine wands out of 10 are not even yours. You know, like people don't take their responsibilities because you take it for them, you carry it for them. Oh, I have to pay all the bills because my partner never has what it takes to pay the bills. I'm carrying it on my shoulders. It's normal I feel outside in the cold and not supported. You know what I mean? You're healing from that because now you have a brand new way. And then Ace of Pentacles here. My God. Yes, healing. You have a brand new way now. That way that you see inside, that you're willing to defend it. This is, I know now what I am worth. I see now truly the people around me. I'm going to make decisions. I'm going to cut out some people. I'm going to cut out some dynamics. Because it's not that the people are bad. It's the dynamic we create with them. And a dynamic is made by two people. So that's why we always, in order to take back our power, we have to take responsibility for our part in the dance. So those ones appeared on our shoulders because we took them. And maybe we took them because we wanted to be loved. We thought that we were a person of service, in a sense that I sacrifice myself for the welfare of everybody else, and I will carry their shit on my shoulders, and this will give me value. And now you get kind of a clarity that shifts all of that. Oh my God. No, I have to start first with my value, and then I will act from there. So, Cancer, this is a big realization, but it is essential for your enlightenment and your well-being, and so that the people that will come around you won't be people vibrating at the 5 of Pentacles, but people vibrating at the 6 of Pentacles or at the 9 of Pentacles, that will give as much as they receive, but from a joyful place. They will be happy to give you, and you will be happy to receive from that overflow. So, a truth Tower comes down with a realization, or receiving and giving. I'm going to call it receiving and giving. Giving and receiving. So, Cancer, I'm going to wish you a beautiful month of November. I'm going to announce the winner for that won the free reading for last month's contest for the 1-year anniversary. Chinaraé, Pratt, Horton. I hope you recognize yourself. You can write to me. The address for private readings is written just right down below there at the plus section. Thank you for all your comments and shares and thumbs up and all of that. It warms my heart. And thank you so much for the donations. You have no idea how much that helps. And this month again, I'm going to do special ceremonies twice a month to give you back in the shape that the universe sees fit for you. And I'm going to do it on the new moon and the full moon of the months. I decided that. They told me that. So, on this, I'm going to send you all my love and light, private readings, everything is written below, like I said, and have a beautiful month of November, Cancer. It's maybe going to be a bit shocking, moving people around you, removing people around you, but this is really for your better path. Love and light.